Even if the state of crypto right now is not ideal, bear market rallies are a reality. They can and do happen. It is not uncommon to see quality projects pump 10%, 20%, even 30% in a bear market, but a 450% price rally is no joke. Now, to backtrack a bit, when I first noticed Quant, it was priced at about $4, and it continued to build aggressively, partnering with Oracle, MIT, and it kind of turned into this unstoppable force. And then in March of 2022, QNT made it to ISO 222's coin list. And that's really huge. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But after this 450% rally, do I think QNT has more fuel left in the tank? Actually, yes. And according to our technical analysis, we feel there's still room for a 200% or so price pump. Let's talk about Quant. Let's talk about when and where that 200% is going to happen. There will be a price prediction at the end of this video. Stay tuned, guys. We are discussing all things QNT. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. We are a crypto investment research company. We love QNT. We know that a lot of our subscribers love Quant as well, and we wish you only the very best of luck if you choose to invest. And I say that genuinely, but I am not a financial advisor. Do not assume this video is official financial or investment advice because it is not. Let's start from the top and work our way down. First of all, what is Quant Network? Quant's stated goal and mission is to connect blockchains, and so they deliver interoperable ecosystems. And last year in 2021, Quant Network's Overledger was certified by Oracle as their, quote, production-ready solution to support cross-ledger interoperability between Oracle blockchain platform and other ledger technologies. And the rumor is HSBC is also using Quant Network. And if they happen to announce it in 2022, then QNT could really just tear right through this bear market. The conditions at the macro level and the rest of crypto will not matter at that point. And then add to this mix some features that we all like and that we all enjoy, like lower costs and vastly reduced risk. To achieve these goals, the end users require no complex infrastructure, and this is a major advantage for Quant. And specifically, that's because they developed an operating system to achieve exactly this. It goes by the name of Overledger, and this allows for networks and blockchains to connect all kinds of different industries. For example, healthcare, financial services, supply chains, insurance. And instead of dApps, they use maps, M-A-P-P-S. And a map is a multi-chain application. In contrast, a dApp works on only one blockchain and protocol, whereas a map is multi-chain and multi-protocol. And so to use the Overledger, you must have a certain quantity of the QNT token. And this goes for both developers and users. A great move, in our opinion, since this guarantees a continuous demand for QNT. And that's especially if we consider that there are only 14.6 million tokens ever. That is 2/3 of the Bitcoin supply. So there's a lot of built-in scarcity here. If you owned Quant back in June, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear from you whether or not you sold it. But let's now take a look at why Quant managed to rally successfully during this particular crypto bear market. During a typical bear market, a long rally is usually unheard of, and that's probably not surprising to anyone, but nevertheless, Quant just had a 5-month rally. It started in mid-June and currently topping out in probably mid-October or so. Now, Quant had its all-time high back in September of last year, 2021, at $427. And just like most or even all altcoins, the price has dropped since that time, all the way to $48 in mid-June. So that's a 9x drop, less than the all-time high. So what was the deal with the subsequent rally? It peaked out on the 17th of October at $224, and that's the highest price after the all-time high and a 450% rally from the low. So a couple of different things contributed to this rally. Let's have a closer look. First of all, Overledger 2.2.11 was released in July and connected Hyperledger Fabric v 2.2. Then Overledger 2.2.12 on the 4th of August came around, and that allowed you to create QRC 721 NFTs. And you can use these on the Ethereum, Polygon, and XDC mainnets. Quant was also added to the ISO 222 compatible list. We're going to talk a little bit more about this shortly. And then also Binance US added QNT early in November. So a lot of great accomplishments, just a string of great milestones were achieved. We also saw the following trends develop. So in terms of unique addresses, those went up from 5,850 in June to just under 11,000 in October. This showed a slow but steady interest from traders as well as buyers. And from the 19th of October, we saw profit taking and the price and unique users numbers both dropped. Whales, during this same period, also took part in the rally. So these are QNT holders that have between 100 and 1,000 QNT. They started to sell on the 16th of October, and that's a day before the highest price arrived in this rally on the 17th of October. And so in our estimation, and in order to keep this momentum going, Quant is going to need to keep increasing its user count. They will also need to increase partnerships. But as far as tokenomics go, they have a very strong position. That total cap of 14.6 million works very well in their favor. If you were among the people that foresaw the Quant rally, then first of all, kudos, give yourselves a tap on the back. Let me know about your experience in the comments below. But now let's move on to that point about the ISO 222 list. Let's first back up a step and ask ourselves not only why is ISO 222 important when it comes to their coin listings, but what does it even mean? Well, look, ISO 222 is an international standard, and all financial institutions have their own coding language, and ISO 222 unites them into one single language. In theory, this should make international transfers easier and more organized, and this is what's known as the Extensible Market Language, or XML. It's another aspect of Quant's interoperability, however, now with international cross-border payments. And in this case, it is specifically for distributive ledger technology, DLT, or in other words, blockchains. SWIFT and the Federal Reserve already back it. And ISO 222 will replace SWIFT, mark my words. And currently Quant is one of the few blockchains that are compliant to ISO 222. Other chains are, for example, Algorand, Ripple, XDC Network, Hedera, IOTA, and Stellar. Now, the impact of ISO 222 will be significant. There's no question about that. They're looking at over 200 different payment types. And one of the things it will accommodate is CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Now, Quant and Algorand specifically are competing in this CBDC market segment. And currently already 70 countries, nations of the world have adopted ISO 222. This includes, for instance, China, Switzerland, Japan, and India, among others. So it's going to impact everybody who's involved with payments, which is ultimately everyone, every country in the world. This includes financial crimes. Mass adoption, therefore, is very much in the cards for this project. And as a result, it's also going to affect the way crypto and fiat currency ecosystems currently exist. That may be quite an interesting and radical effect, actually. Now, I know that there are mixed feelings out there among all kinds of crypto enthusiasts when it comes to CBDCs. There are pros and cons. There's still an element of centralization that a lot of the libertarian-minded crypto enthusiasts aren't all that crazy about. I get that. It's a nuanced discussion. There are nuanced opinions out there. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below, what you think personally about CBDCs. All right, let's now talk about a Quant Network price prediction. So at the time of this recording, QNT is trading to a rather crucial support area of $156. This area has been a long-term support area until January of 2022. And after breaking the support area, we did see a pretty precipitous drop in QNT towards the lower, weaker support areas. The $156 zone then turned into resistance, and it took 4 attempts to break that resistance. And the 4th attempt was successful. That's where QNT broke above $156, and it's currently trading in that zone. So if this resistance can be successfully flipped to support and QNT manages to stay above or around 156, we could start to see a bullish trend in QNT and a move towards $179, $194, $206, and $218. That is possible in the short term based on Fibonacci analysis. Once 218 is reclaimed securely and with confidence, then we can see a move potentially towards 235, 257, 319, 421, 522, and $585 in the long run. Failure, however, to trade above the support area of $156 could lead to a drop towards $137, $128, and $108. Not impossible. If it does happen though, guys, we'll be scooping up the deal.